Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Town Board meeting. Would you all rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Here.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Here.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Here.
Councilman Marcocha?
Here.
Supervisor Colavita?
Here, thank you all for joining us this evening. We have our first opportunity to address the board, but with the board's indulgence, I'd like to ask Fire Commissioner Paul Carlo to approach the mic. As an elected official, give him a little courtesy, have him come up early, rather than wait till our entire agenda is done, which I know you'd be thrilled to hear, but I think it's just a little professional courtesy.
I'm going to stick around.
Thank you.
I just wanted to come by this evening and just acknowledge the Eastchester Historical Society, as well as the Town Board of Eastchester for allowing the fire district or the fire department to remain in Chester Heights for the last 2 years while they were doing work on Station 4. I know it was a very important to the residents of Chester Heights that we had presence there, and of course by allowing the firefighters to remain in the schoolhouse library for a good over 2 years, it was, I'm sure, quite a relief to the members of that community. So I thank you again. Thank the society, which I know Sheila and I are part of, and of course the board, which without your blessing, it wouldn't have happened either way. So that's really why I want to come by and just say a quick hello and thank you again. And as always, it was good seeing you. Good evening, board members, Mr. Rita and Mr. Dooley.
Sure, you're very welcome, and we're delighted to be able to do something to help the fire department out. It was, a good job you guys did down there. It took a while, but, it was necessary.
Yeah.
And, as much as you wanted to be there, we wanted you there as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if I
it's,
can,
Yes.
we're glad to be
Councilwoman
back.
Marcotte?
We're glad to be back in the building. It was great.
so Supervisor, if you don't mind, so Commissioner Carlo, thank you for coming. And on behalf of the Historical Society, we were delighted to host the firefighters. It was a long 2 years, I'll give you that. I think it was longer than anyone expected, but it was a situation, as you noted, as you stated, while they were shoring up the floor, which we're finding out now this is a similar situation happening throughout Westchester and New York, where the floors that were originally built to, I guess, take a truck of 12,000 pounds, and they're now like 52,000 pounds.
Right.
But we were happy to have you. And I want to also say that it was, it worked out really well for the Historical Society because, as you know, as a supervisor knows, it was post-COVID. So we had a limited ability to do some fundraising anyway. So while the fire department was there, instead of charging them rent, they did pay the utilities, they paid the heat, they paid the water, and they were a really good tenant because I would give Paul my honey-do list, and the firefighters would fix some things. They fixed the air conditioning. And when they left and they vacated the building.
It was great having them there. They did a few things we needed fixing, and which was great. They just last few weeks ago put down a new floor in the library, which is great for us also.
Right, that was very much appreciated. The wear and tear on the carpet, they did put down a new floor. And also, if I may, if the board will indulge me, I'll give a shout out to Mario Di Costanzo from Advanta Clean, yes. Advanta Clean. God bless him. He donated it's his company that he owns, Westchester, Rockland, and Stamford. And after the carpet was pulled up and the floor was installed, Mario Di Costanzo, on his own time, his own dime, if you will, came in and fully cleaned the schoolhouse. He wiped the shelves, he wiped the books, and it looks spectacular. So it is truly appreciated, and I wanted to give him a shout out. So thank you.
I'm sure he appreciates it. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Have a good evening.
Good night. Thank you.
Have a good Memorial Day weekend, too.
Thank you all.
Okay, next we have a personnel appointment, senior recreation leader, and Dawn Donovan and Sally Beltiti are requesting the permanent appointment of Jamie Corradina to the position of senior rec leader effective May 22nd, 2024. Jamie has been in this provisional position since May 12th, 2023. She successfully passed the civil service exam, and her name appears on the eligible list 72,326. Her annual salary remains the same. Jamie has been with us for years. She does a great job, and we're glad that she has passed this exam and now qualifies for the position of senior rec leader entitled. So if someone care to make a motion to approve the permanent appointment of Jamie effective May 22nd, 2024.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have the approval of the minutes of the May 7th, 2024 Town Board meeting. Any modifications or amendments?
None.
There being none, I'll make a motion to approve same as submitted. Ask for a second.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have the Police Department report for the month of April 2024. We have the report on V&T and parking summonses, whatnot. We also have the detective's report and our statements of account. Chief Rodriguez?
Good evening, Supervisor Colavita, members of the Town Board. As you all know, last Saturday, May 11th, we held our department memorial and award ceremony. We honored 3 members of the department who had retired and since passed on. And also, we awarded several members of our department. I think we had 9 calls that qualified for awards. I want to congratulate our members again, thank everybody who came. It was a great ceremony, and we had very positive feedback. And it also kind of highlighted how busy we've been with some of these cases and whatnot, and the use of technology that we've been able to put together cases and file charges against suspects. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 22nd, at the Eastchester High School cafeteria, during the high school PTA meeting, Lieutenant Rosenberg will be on hand to discuss prom safety. So if there's any parents who are interested, get some tips on prom safety. It's prom season coming up, whether it's for Eastchester seniors or juniors, or even if somebody from Tuckahoe wants to attend, that'll be at the Eastchester High School cafeteria. We recently were granted $150,000 by New York State, a technology grant. We're going to use that to obtain more body cameras, in-car video cameras, and license plate readers. I want to thank Lieutenant Rosenberg for putting that together and obtaining the grant. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to increase enforcement with the Buckle Up New York initiative. So if you see us out there, we'll have specific traffic posts for Buckle Up New York. Remind everybody, wear your seatbelt. We like to, compliance before enforcement, but we do what we can. And lastly, it is EMS week. I'd like to thank and recognize EVAC during this week. They're a great partner to us. They respond to over 3,000 calls a year. Many of our members, including myself, got our start at EVAC. It's a great organization. And when people move to the community, they don't always necessarily know about EMS or how it functions. But they can, call them anytime. They're always looking for volunteers. They always need people. And again, I want to thank them for their partnership.
Great. Thank you very much, Chief. Okay, Law Department report. Mr. Rader?
Yes, good evening. First, I have a resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver an entertainment service agreement made between the town of Eastchester and John Fuda to provide entertainment at the Eastchester Columbus Day celebration at Lake Isle Country Club on Friday, October 12th, 2024.
And so moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye.
Okay, next, resolution authorizing the supervisor to execute and deliver an entertainment service agreement made between the town of Eastchester and Joe Gorga to provide entertainment at the Eastchester Columbus Day celebration at Lake Isle Country Club, and on the same date again, Friday, October 12th, 2024.
So moved.
Second. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have the town clerk's report for the month of April 2024. Anything further?
Nothing.
Good to go? Okay, we receive and file same. We also have the receiver of taxes report for the same period, and we have our highway department report. Mr. Lutella, how are you, sir? Glad it's not raining. Not like, at least not
Absolutely.
storms.
Good evening, Supervisor Colavita, members of the town board. I'd like to report our yearly stormwater management program began with the cleaning of our stormwater catch basins. Our program also includes our regularly scheduled street sweeping and litter pickup operations. These maintenance activities are essential in providing clean and quality waterways. Our annual tree planting program was successful and concluded with the planting of over 65 street trees. These trees improve the environment and beautify our surroundings. We thank all the residents who requested these trees. All further requests will be added to our planting list of 2025. Our regularly scheduled yard waste pickup are every Wednesday. Again, I'd like to state that next week during the holiday, the schedule does change. We ask our residents to check their schedules for these pickups during those weeks of the holidays. A reminder that these items must be placed curbside before 7 a.m. on the day of pickup, but no earlier than the night before. Again, we'd like to remind our residents of our compost that we have available for them, located on Farella Way at the dead end of Farella Way at the Highway Department. It's a natural organic material that provides nutrients to any type of spring plantings and gardens, especially those flowers that everyone's planting right now. That is all I have to report. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that moves us over to correspondence. We have a memorandum from the Controller on personnel appointments, and this is chock full of young Eastchester residents for the positions of recreation attendees and Lake Isle personnel. Someone care to make a motion to approve a couple hundred kids?
So
Give 'em
so
jobs?
moved.
Second.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next is a memorandum from the Chief of Police regarding a grant acceptance from Westchester County, and I'd like to recognize County Legislator James Nolan. James was the chief person responsible for getting these funds for us. This is for a Police National Night Out program, and as everyone knows, we have a program. The Village of Tuckahoe does, and Bronxville, I think, consolidates with everybody. But it's a good program. It's a community building campaign, promotes all kinds of community-based partnerships with the officers, and it's just generally a nice time. So we thank him for that. It's the amount of $2,000 as outlined in the grant contract. So we would need a motion for the town board to accept the grant funds to be used for National Night Out program.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Next, we have a memorandum from the Superintendent of Highways regarding the 2024 sidewalk and curb replacement contract award. And at this point, all of the bids were in. We had 4 of them that were received on May 14th. And it is a recommendation of the superintendent that the bid for the base project, equipment, labor prices under options A and B that was submitted by Peter Landy be accepted. So we need a motion to award the 2024 sidewalk and curb replacement contract, options A and B, to be awarded to low bidder Peter J. Landy. Someone care to make a motion?
I'll move that.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye, we thank them. The old days used to get like maybe $40-something, $45, $48 for a linear foot of sidewalk. Now it's up to $72. Okay, lastly, on our correspondence agenda, we have a memorandum from the Superintendent of Highways regarding the 2024 street resurfacing contract, and we had multiple bids opened up on May 14th as well, and the lowest responsible bidder is Petrillo Contracting, Inc., and he is, compliant with all of our requirements, and we need a motion to approve the 2024 street resurfacing contract to Petrillo Contracting at the unit prices bid.
So moved.
Second?
Please call the roll.
Councilman Giacobbe?
Aye.
Councilwoman Nicholson?
Aye.
Councilwoman Marcotte?
Aye.
Councilman Markocha?
Aye.
Supervisor Colavita?
Aye. Okay, next, that brings us to miscellaneous business. There being none, we move over to council member reports. Councilman Markocha?
Thank you, Supervisor. Just want to report on Lake Isle. The irrigation project is going incredibly well and is expected to be completed within the next 2 weeks. This was a very large, multi-million-dollar project, and it's continuing for 2 more weeks, and I think we're completely done. So that's really a nice enhancement for the golf course there. Membership registration continues, and everyone is encouraged to register now to avoid long lines. Both the pool season and the outdoor tennis season officially begin this Saturday, May 25th. The membership office hours are 9 to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekends. The next advisory board meeting is scheduled for Monday, June 3rd at 7 p.m. in the community center at Lake Isle. And on this Memorial Day weekend, we honor all of those who lost their lives in service of our country. They are the reason why we are a free country. Please take some time to reflect on the ultimate sacrifice they made for all of us. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nicholson?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Good evening, everyone. I don't have any report this evening, but I do want to say, wish everyone a happy Memorial Weekend. And as Luigi said, yes, let's remember those who protected us, gave our freedom, and why we are here today. And to remember, travel safely on this weekend and stop at the stop signs and don't go through the red lights, please. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Councilwoman Marcotte.
Thank you, Supervisor. On behalf of the Village of Bronxville, the mayor had asked me to extend to everybody and to let you know that the farmers market is in full swing. I think it began a couple of weeks ago, and it is every Sunday from now until Thanksgiving. It is held on Paxton Avenue in the Village of Bronxville, and again, it's from 8:30 to 1 o'clock from now till Thanksgiving, so hopefully we'll see everybody there. Also, their merchant sidewalk sale is May 31st and June 1st. It's from 10 to 5, and that is a rain or shine event. And Memorial Day for the Village of Bronxville. And I think they've, if I'm, hopefully I'm not incorrect here, but it's been the same day, the same time for over 100 years. It's every Memorial Day at 8:45. The village and the villagers gather at the train station, and they march down Pondfield Road, and they gather in front of the high school. So again, extending an invitation to everybody in the town, and certainly the village, to, I know I'll be there and my colleagues in government on Memorial Day. I would be remiss if I didn't congratulate Supervisor for his being the marshal of the Eastchester Veterans Parade, along with veteran Tony Nuno. Two well-deserved honors, so congratulations to you both. I know I spoke about the Historical Society with Commissioner Carlo. I just wanted to mention one more thing. This spring, it's kicking off their membership drive. The Historical Society has been a longstanding group in the town of Eastchester since 1959. Membership is $50 if you are a resident. It's $100 if you are a business. So I hope people will look for that. It's on our Facebook, my Facebook page. It's on the Historical Society website, and maybe we can get it up on the town website. We do depend largely on donations. And along that note, I just wanted to also thank Trustee Danny Lang from the Village of Tuckahoe, helping us kick that off. He called me the other day and said he was going to donate his June stipend to the Historical Society, so we thank him for that. And also for the Village of Tuckahoe, the Beautification Committee, they are selling their award-winning geraniums. If you've been through the village and you see them hanging, they're on all the street posts. They are beautiful, and they're selling them for one of their annual fundraisers. They're $20. It's a nice size. You can plant them in the ground, or you can put them in a planter. Again, $20 for their beautiful geraniums. If you are interested, you can contact Susan Chiamera. Her number is 772-7816. And I think that concludes my report. A happy and safe Memorial Day to everybody. And of course, thank you to all our veterans, near and far, domestic and abroad. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilman Giacobbe.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. From our Parks and Recreations Department, if you or your child is 16 years of age or older, we still have some openings for camp counselor positions for our summer camps. You can pick up an application upstairs at the Recreation Department or go on our website, eastchester.org, and print it out. Last night we had a meeting for the Eastchester 5K with the Eastchester 5K board. Just saved the date. This year's race will be September 29th. It's a Sunday. And don't forget, I know then Councilman Dooley always used to talk about shopping local. Of course, shop local. Also, don't forget to play golf local. Lake Golf Course is in fantastic shape. I played there on Saturday. The greens are perfect. If you have some time this weekend, don't go out there and play golf here. So that concludes my report for today.
Thank you. For my own report, thank you, board members that wish me well as Grand Marshal, co-Grand Marshal. It was a pleasure to be with Tony Nuno, who's a very nice man, and it was nice walking behind him. He rode in a convertible, which, as he should, and I walked behind with Sue. But it might take a moment this weekend just to pause, stop, take a little bit of a break from whatever you're doing and visit Memorial Park, visit the parks in Tuckahoe, visit some of the memorial parks in the village of Bronxville, and just reflect on the sacrifice that was made for all the freedoms that we enjoy in this country. I hope you all tune in to the program that was videotaped or recorded, I should say, at the Eastchester High School Auditorium. It was a great program put together by our Eastchester, Tuckahoe, and Bronxville veterans. And also, hopefully you enjoyed the parade that marched down on Sunday afternoon. And we had a great ceremony afterwards. And it was just, all in all, it was a very moving event. And, we tried to do it right here, and I think we succeeded in that regard. So I'll conclude, but wish everyone a wonderful Memorial Day. But like I said, take a moment to think about what we enjoy here in this country, what freedoms we enjoy. Okay, so that brings us to the second opportunity to address the board. Anyone? Just give us your name and address for the record, please. Good evening. Yeah, right there.
My name is Sean Merriweather. I'm at 14 Westview Avenue at the Gentry.
Okay.
I've been here for 11 years. This is my first time addressing this court, this board.
Welcome.
Good evening,
Welcome.
thank you. And as a son of a veteran, a grandson of a veteran, I'm so happy to see that we're doing something to acknowledge them. But I'm here for a different reason. I'm here tonight representing the Tuckahoe New York Pride Committee, which is made up of local LGBTQ members and allies who live in and around Eastchester. We came together with the aim of unifying our diverse population and building long-lasting partnerships with the community. To kickstart that goal, we are planning our very first annual Pride event, which will be here in Tuckahoe at the Tuckahoe Community Center, June 23rd from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Acknowledging the contributions of LGBTQ plus community has been a tradition for more than 50 years. And we are joining other Westchester towns who have done the celebration to help draw attention to the diversity in their community and also help enrich our businesses, because having diversity acknowledged can often bring in new people who may not necessarily think of Tuckahoe when they're thinking about coming for restaurants, which we now have excellent restaurants. We're planning for an inclusive celebration with the Master of Ceremonies, Kainetta Simpson, musical performances, sing-alongs, and events for our children. Most of the people on the committee are mothers, and they are really eager to try to have something that's inclusive for the children so that they can participate in arts and crafts, in finger painting, in face painting, and also they'll be reading some books from the Tuckahoe Library. Our committee is working with local student groups, including the Gay Straight Alliance, and to help us plan and participate in this historic event. They are very excited to have their voices heard and be part of the planning stage. Members of our committee have been speaking with local businesses. We have several restaurants who are now on board, but we're still looking for additional sponsors and vendors who want to help us make this a successful event and also plan to attract a business to the restaurants or to their organizations. We have a lot of people who are coming in as vendors, but we're also looking for sponsorships, which we have tiered for $100 to become a silver sponsor, $250 to become a gold sponsor, and $500 for platinum sponsorship. The tiers will have different benefits depending on, sure, of course.
Yeah, if someone wanted to contribute or get involved, who would they contact? How would you?
Sure, of course.
How would they reach out to you?
We're currently filing for a 501(c). It is, or 501(c)(3), correct, and as a nonprofit. We currently are reaching out to people individually, but they can come to us. We're at tuckahoenewyorkpride.org, or you can email us at tuckahoenewyorkpride@gmail.com.
Good, that helps.
So although this is our first year, we are laying the groundwork for an annual event, as well as other events throughout the year to help build our community for everyone. So it's not just a focus on LGBTQ community, but we are hosting this event.
Well, wish you very luck. I'm sure you'll see some of us down there.
Thank you so much. We hope to see you
Good
there.
evening. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, to be noticed, someone care to make a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Oh, I'm sorry. Around here, you gotta be aggressive. You gotta wave. So otherwise, it's like eating at a table. You don't grab the last bit. You lose it.
Hello, my name is Samantha Christian. I'm 72 Main Street in Tuckahoe, and I have two announcements. The first one is I'm part of the Tuckahoe Juneteenth Committee, and we're also having our celebration coming up in June 15th. From noon to 5 p.m. at Main Street Park on Marbledale Road, and I'm also part of Tuckahoe Pride, which, as you just heard, is going to have their celebration in the Tuckahoe Community Center, June 23rd, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. actually, and so June is just what can I say? It's just full of freedom.
It's a busy month.
So we have Juneteenth, which is Emancipation Day, also known as Freedom Day. And you might not realize this, but Pride Month is actually Freedom Month. If you think about it, it represents what our veterans that we're celebrating and remembering in 3 days just now have fought for. Freedom. The freedom to express yourself, to talk how you want to talk, to discover and explore hobbies, interests you want to explore, to wear what you want to wear, and to just freedom to be yourself. And that's really the real reason why Pride Month and Juneteenth, the freedom to not be enslaved, have somebody own you, all of those such important freedom moments are in June. So it would be great if everybody in the community, you guys, could participate in the celebration of freedom in both of those days on June 15th for the Tuckahoe Juneteenth Festival at the Main Street Park in Tuckahoe, and June 23rd, which is Tuckahoe Pride Festival in the Tuckahoe Community Center.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. One more.
Christy Giorgio, 50 Columbus in Tuckahoe. Just one clarification. Our email address and our Facebook page is Tuckahoe NY Pride at gmail.com. So for those who are looking to volunteer, and if it wasn't made abundantly clear, we really invite people from Eastchester and Bronxville as well to come to both events.
Just one more time with the address if they want to reach out.
So Tuckahoe NY Pride at gmail.com. And we also have a Facebook page as well.
That's good. You know, there's a Tuckahoe school district in Long Island.
Yes.
So
there
sometimes
is.
people go out and they Google stuff and they say, wait, Nassau County, what is this? You know?
Yes, I know.
Thank
So
you,
that's
Chris.
why we did it that way.
Okay, pal. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Now I have my motion to adjourn back again. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.